Hello everyone, it is lizzisimss here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay, staying safe and taking care of your mental well-being. Today I have a speed build for you, and for me this is a super long video. Like, it's so long, I feel like I don't know how I'm going to talk for so long. Like, maybe I'll just really drag out my words. Just kidding, I won't do that because that's really annoying. But yeah, this is my longest video yet, and it's a base game only build. That's crazy, right? I never, and I mean never, do base game only builds, but I know that they're popular because, you know, sometimes you might not have all the packs, or you might just have the base game, so it's nice to have base game only build options every once in a while. So I thought I'd just try it out. So this build is a large family home using base game only. I also can't believe I did a big build using base game only. I'm definitely more of a small home kind of builder because I don't know, I get like really bored with big builds. I just want to move on to the next thing. But I actually really enjoyed building this. I like the look of it from the outside. It came out kind of fancy suburban. Is that a style of house? I don't know, but I think it looks like a really welcoming and nice family home. The home has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and kind of like 3 sitting rooms, though 2 of these are in like hallway places. But I thought it was a cute idea to add sitting rooms in these spots because it might be where the kids hang out while the parents are chilling in the main sitting room, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. So on the ground floor there is a bathroom which is accessed through the hallway entryway. There's a sitting room with a fireplace to the left of the entryway, which leads into the dining room and the kitchen at the back of the house. There's also a sitting area to the right of the entry, and then a bedroom with an ensuite bathroom that leads off of that. Then upstairs to the right there's this like private bedroom which can only be accessed by one set of stairs. And then to the left of the house there is the master bedroom, a nursery, a bathroom, and another informal sitting area. So yeah, it's quite a big place. And here I am just finishing the outside of the house. I went with this dark roofing and white paneling with stone detailing, which looks really nice. It's quite simple but effective in my opinion, and quite realistic. Like one of those fancy country homes you might find like maybe in the US. I don't know if it's that fancy because I feel like US houses are huge. But anyway, I really like the look of the outside. And is it kind of sad to say that I'm proud of myself for building a large home for a family? I never build large homes, and when I do, I feel like they look really weird and almost too big, and I don't know how to fill the space. But this turned out better than I had expected. Anyway, I like it. But speaking of the family, I haven't thought too much about them. I think that there are toys around, so I thought that maybe they have a child who maybe is about to turn into a teen, because I think that their bedroom is quite mature looking for a child's bedroom, so maybe they're like a preteen or something. And then they have a teenage daughter, and her bedroom is the private bedroom to the right of the build. I think it just looks like a teen daughter's room, and it's quite nice to have a private space for a teenage daughter. I'd love that anyway. And then there are 2 bassinets in the nursery, so maybe they have twins. Maybe, I'm not sure, but I don't know why they'd have 2 bassinets if they didn't have twins. All I know is that they have a big family, so yeah, there could be like 6 Sims in the house, but if you wanted more, you can change one of the bathrooms into a bedroom because the bathroom space is big enough and there are 3 of them already. So yeah, you could definitely do that. So here I am just moving on to the interior of the house. I feel like there are kind of limited styles of house you can do with base game only, both in terms of interiors and exteriors. I think we have more rustic or old-fashioned kind of items with base game. So this build is very that. The exterior is suburban-y, and the interior I feel has got like a really cozy, warm vibe with some rustic features here and there. It's definitely not a modern build, but they do have some modern stuff like TVs and laptops. But yeah, I try not to repeat items too much, but again, it was very limited in what I could use, and I couldn't clutter as much as I usually would like to. But here, the first thing I decorated is the kitchen. I seem to start with kitchens in every build. Maybe I should switch that up a bit. But yeah, I've noticed I start with kitchens a lot, but I feel like the kitchen kind of sets the benchmark for how the rest of the build is going to look, in my mind anyway. Does that make any sense whatsoever? I don't know. Maybe I just enjoy kitchens. I think kitchen's actually one of my favorite rooms to build, and we have a lot of kitchen clutter items, though still not enough in my opinion. So you can make really different types of kitchens and really personalize them, which I really do enjoy. So this kitchen is a decent size. It has a small island in the middle there, with some bar stools and also a more informal dining area using a round table in the corner of the room also. So maybe this is where the family have breakfast and lunch, and then they use the dining area for dinners or fancy occasions. But there are a lot of spaces to eat in this area, which is really good for a large family. So here I am just cluttering up the kitchen with the items that we have for base game, which are actually quite a lot. Like, I was really surprised with the amount of clutter I use frequently in other builds which come from base game. So I'm super proud of you, base game. I see you. Thanks for all the clutter. There are a lot of things to work with if you want to make a lived-in kitchen with base game. So here I am just finishing off the cluttering of the kitchen, and then I add a side table next to the fridge there because honestly I did not know what to put in there. Classic me, whenever you don't know what to do with a space, just add a side table. But I think it fits and looks natural, which is the main thing. So I just clutter this up with some books, maybe they're cooking books or something, and then I add some woodworking things, and then I move on to the circular informal dining table in this corner here. I think it's super cute, and I add some sunflowers on it, which are really, really sweet. And then I add a shoe rack near the door, which I just thought was a realistic thing to add if the Sims are coming and going, from the outside and vice versa. Not that they will actually like take their shoes off. I think that feature only came with the Snowy Escape pack, I believe. I don't think it was a base game update anyway, but yeah, it's nice to kind of make believe that they take their shoes on and off here when coming and going outside. So I just add some more clutter items, and then I move on to the more formal dining area. It has a big dinner table, which it looks really fancy to me because I have this like small fold-in IKEA dining table in my own flat, which it's great for small spaces, but I don't know, I just wonder what it's like to have this like massive dining table and just this whole extra room for dinner for a dining space. It's just mad. But yeah, this space is quite simple. There's just some shelves on the wall with more clutter items. I just add some curtains to the windows there. There's a plant, a rug underneath the table, and that kind of completes the dining area. I think it looks really pretty, personally. I'm not sure I'd eat there for like every meal. Like I said, I think the family might just have dinners there, or maybe only use it for like formal occasions when they have guests round, or on holidays maybe. But it feels like a shame to want to use it then, but it looks too formal for me. But anyway, here I am moving onto the, I suppose, more formal living space. It's quite a large area, so I sort of struggled with what to do with it, especially with base game only items, but it turned out okay. If I'm honest, it's not my favorite living room like I've ever done. I think base game's kind of lacking with living room decorations, but I do think what I did fits the style of the house, so hopefully it's not too mismatched or misplaced. But I just feel like where I placed the fireplace, which you'll see in a second, I just think it's kind of weird because it's separate from the TV area. Is that weird? You might have to let me know. I think it's a bit weird, but I struggled, okay? But yeah, there are 2 3-seater sofas, and here I'm just placing the wall decorations just around the fireplace and some plants. 2 armchairs by the fire to, you know, just relax in, and I think that looks really super cozy. Oh yeah, there's another side table. I just love a side table, okay? Don't come at me. And then there's another side table just behind the sofa here, because I really didn't like that weird one tile empty space that I had there. So I add a lamp and this ship. And then there was another weird space behind the armchairs, which I didn't know what to do with. So I just make it like a play area for children. So there's this like castle dollhouse, which I sized down as well because it's freaking huge, and then I add some toys on the floor to make it more like a family with kids lives here, and it's something cute for the children to play with while the adults relax, maybe. I don't know, I don't have kids, so maybe I should have just put an iPad on the floor and called it a day. I don't know. Is that gonna be me as a parent? Oh my god. Anyway, I'm just gonna finish off the hallway spaces where the stairs are. Again, I add a side table with a mirror, I believe, and then in the entryway there I add a hutch, is that what it's called, or like a cabinet with a coat rack, and then a shoe rack as well. And then I'm going to move on to the main ground floor bathroom. It's just as you come into the house here. I'm only going to show you one of the 3 bathrooms in this build in the video, so you might get glimpses of the other ones here and there, but they're all pretty much exactly the same, so I thought it'd be boring to watch me just copy and pasting the bathrooms over and over, so I spared you from that, and also a little help for myself so I don't have to talk about the bathrooms and save my voice from running out as I speak through this really long video. But the bathrooms all have shower tub combos, so there are plenty of spaces for these Sims to go. Hopefully they can avoid walking in on each other in the loo because there are so many bathrooms in this build. Let's avoid that privacy violation embarrassment moodlet, okay? So this is the only ground floor bedroom here. It has a single bed in it with a desk and a laptop. So if this is a child's room, then they're really lucky because I know I didn't have my own personal laptop as a kid. So these guys got some money though, like you can tell. But yeah, this room turned out really cute. It's really bright but not very colorful. It just has this like calmness about it, which I really like in a bedroom. I also really like this gray wood swatch of the furniture. I just think it's really pretty. It's like a brownish gray, but I really like that, and I use that for all of the furniture in here just so everything matches. So there's this desk that I'm working on now. There's also a guitar for some skill building. There's a dresser, and I also add like a room divider or separator, which I thought just looked really, really cute for decoration. So yeah, I don't know which child lives here, if it's a child, a preteen, a teen, or it could be just a guest room, but I really, really liked how it turned out. And then the next thing I work on is the hallway space, and I use this as one of the additional sitting rooms. So there's no TV in here or anything, it just has a fireplace and a sofa. It's also got a bookshelf, so maybe this is just where they go to have some quiet time by the fire and read a book, which I really like the idea of. And you can see the stairs there, which lead up to the private bedroom, which I think belongs to a teenage daughter. That's just who I imagine living in there. Oh, and there's another side table. Count how many times Lizzie says side table in this video. So I just add a rug, a plant, and some candles before moving on to the upstairs. So I'll be working on the private bedroom next. So this bedroom is probably my favorite one of the build. Firstly, because it's kind of closed off from the rest, so it's nice and secluded and private, and I think I would have loved that as a teen. I shared with my sister until I was about 13, maybe? Yeah, 13, which was all good because my sister's like my best friend in the world. And then afterwards I had my own room until I left for university. But I just really like the idea that this room can only be accessed by a private staircase. So it's like, yeah, it's super private for this teenage girl. Yeah, I think it's really pretty. I think the decorations are really nice in my opinion. It's quite simple but super pretty, really neat and tidy, which I definitely wasn't like as a teenager. I'm not even like that now, so can't relate to having a nice tidy bedroom. But I chucked an easel in here, again just for some skill building. Maybe this teen daughter likes to paint, I don't know, but I felt like there was a lack of activities in the house, and to be honest, in most of my houses I don't add too many skill building items, which I really should do. But yeah, there's just an easel in here with this art table, which I love so much as an accessory to the easel. I think it just adds more realism to the art space. I think it's unlocked with the BB Show Hidden Objects or BB Show Live Edit Objects cheat, and it's called the Artiste table or something like that. So type artist and add an E at the end and you should be able to find it. So here I am just working on the nursery. There are 2 bassinets in this room, so yeah, they probably had twins. I don't know, I thought the space was too big for one bassinet, so I just added 2. And there are also 2 high chairs to feed the babies on, and just some other cute decorations. I think the baby and child items are really limited in base game, so it's not the most decorated or interesting room, but I thought it was cute nonetheless. You can definitely change it to a child's room or study if you want extra space and don't want to play with babies. Like, I totally don't blame you if you don't like playing with babies, because they're hella boring in The Sims. So here is the master bedroom where the parents will sleep. They have a double bed, a dresser, and a desk with a computer desktop in there. So I think it's a pretty decent sized room. I also fit a bookshelf and a chair in here for reading, so I think it's just a really nice space for the parents to relax and kind of get away from all the kids they have here in the house. I also just want to say, if you download this place, please use the cheat bb.move objects on before placing the build, because when I went back into it, there were a couple of things that had disappeared. Like, the whole desk and computer situation in the parents' room had gone, and the corkboard above the bed had gone, as well as I think a couple of other things like the sink in the kitchen. Super weird, super annoying. So yeah, just bear that in mind if you place this build in your game, that things might be missing, and I'm really sorry about that. But next up, I work on the last informal living space. It's in the hallway here, which I thought was quite a big space for a hallway, and I thought I could put something in here. So instead of adding a desk or something, which I would typically do, I created this hangout spot for maybe the kids, to hang out in. Maybe they bring their friends here. I think it is more of a children's space rather than for the parents. So there's a small TV in here and a 2-seater sofa with an armchair. Create this nice little hangout nook for the children. I thought that was really cute. And now we are finishing up the outside of the house. Honestly, I've spoken for so long that my throat hurts a little bit, and I don't know how YouTubers do this for so long, but anyway, I added these flower baskets to the windows, which look so super cute. I chose this yellow because I think it really complements the reddy brown windows I chose, and I was really surprised at their base game windows because firstly I think they look really nice, and there's also a lot of size options for them, so yeah, I was really happy to find that those were base game windows. And then I just work on the landscaping, so there's really neat borders around the front of the house. It looks really lush but neat and tidy. And then I add like just random trees to the outside because I wanted the front of the house to look really open, so I didn't fence it in or anything. But there is a closed off garden in the back, which I think is quite realistic to have an open front garden and then a closed off back garden. It's not as common in the UK. Correct me if I'm wrong, but houses in the US, I only really have the US as a point of reference. I don't know what like houses are like in other countries, but in the US it's more common to have like open spaces in the front of the house. Is that right? And all I really know is that in the UK it's more common for houses to have closed off spaces, either by fencing, brick walls, or hedging. So like my family's house has a high hedge all around it, so you can't like see the front garden, or you can't really see the house either. I think I'd feel really uncomfortable if my house was just like all open to the street, but you know, that's just, you know, my experience of having a hedged in house, and who knows when it'll be when I can actually buy a house. So anyway, let's not think about that. So I've nearly finished the landscaping and I work on the back garden here. So yes, like I said, it has like a decent sized fenced in backyard. It has some monkey bars, an outdoor dining table, and some planter boxes, just for more hobby items, and obviously the monkey bars for a children's outdoor activity. There really isn't a lot of children's activities for base game. I think maybe we have those really large, like, is it like a spaceship or a pirate ship? I don't know, I never use them, but they're in like the park lots. But they're just so huge to put in like a regular build, so and it's not very realistic, so the only thing I could really put was the monkey bars. But yeah, I just finish off adding these planter boxes, and then I will add some terrain paint for that extra little touch of realism. And then I think I'm gonna go and drink some lemon and ginger tea because my throat is hurting. Honestly, major props to those YouTubers who do like hour-long videos. I don't know how they do it, because this is only 20 minutes and my throat hurts. Maybe I'm just not used to speaking so much. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Leave any build suggestions in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!